loves, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Masha, and I'm so happy you clicked on this video because I think this topic does not get addressed much, I think, online, and that is what I wanted to talk about, which is playfulness. Playfulness in our lives as adults. The reason I wanted to bring this topic up to light is I think a lot of us, especially during COVID and when things get rougher in our lives, when life happens, when, things come up that we don't expect, whether it's relationships ending, losing our jobs, something, God forbid, happening to our children, our pets, just in general. There's hardships every day that people go through. And I know for a fact what doesn't help is sitting in that grief for long periods of time and being serious about life and taking everything as it is without choosing a different perspective. So today I would like to share with you a different perspective that you could look at things in every day you can do for free. You don't have to spend any money to be more playful. It's just building more awareness and practicing it as you go through your weekday 9 to 5 jobs or even the weekend. So let's get right in. I'm going to share with you 6 tips on how to add more playfulness to your everyday life. So one thing I love to do is play with my boyfriend, friendly game of truth or dare. It could be with your friends, it doesn't have to be with your partner. It could be with somebody at work that you trust. I think it's a great idea to involve a topic of game throughout our lives. I think it's super important for us to practice a little bit of friendly competition and also a theme of games in our everyday lives. So Truth or Dare is something I actually played with my boyfriend on our second date, I believe, and that was super fun. I didn't expect him to do a lot of things that I dared him to do, but he wanted to impress me. He wanted to prove me wrong. And the same thing with truth. You get to know people on a whole deeper level. So that's my tip number 1. Tip number 2 is when you are taking a walk, or I don't know if you have a dog or not, but if you're just taking a walk in nature, stop by a local playground or a doggy park. There's a lot of playfulness there. Those are great examples from our pets and our beautiful little ones to show you how to really engage with life and one another and how to have fun while doing it, right? Little kids are hilarious to watch. I don't have any babies of my own yet, just my fur babies, but yes, they're the most beautiful teachers to us to show us how to take things a little lighter, on the lighter side, and also they're hilarious, right? How to have fun, how to be curious, how to not have any fear, right? And climb those monkey bars or say hello to every single dog in the doggy park. So I think those are lessons that we can learn from as well. My third tip is to go to a grocery store. Doesn't matter how busy it is. If you don't feel comfortable, maybe on not such a busy day, maybe weekday morning, is to dance to that music they play in the grocery store in the aisle. If you don't want to be seen, then maybe when you go to a fitting room in a store, I always have my little dance-offs, especially when I find something I really love. I don't care if anybody can see me behind the curtain or even in the grocery store. If I like the song, if I'm feeling the groove, I just start moving my body. I don't care who's watching. It's something that I practice. And even with my mom, that's where I learned a lot of my playfulness from. We sometimes walk down the street, we skip, we dance, just having our own little party. So I think that's a great thing to practice. My 4th tip is when you are at the gym with a friend, again, or a partner, or somebody your gym buddy, right? make a goofy face at them across the gym or across the room, or if you go to a party. Just make that funny, goofy face at that person that you know, not a stranger, because yeah, they'll think you're a little nuts, but somebody that you feel comfortable with. I think it's really important to do something off the wall that will break the ice and, you know, remind us that we are still children on the inside, right? And engage with one another unexpectedly that you don't really see a lot of adults do. Yeah, I make faces at my boyfriend all the time across the gym, and that makes me who I am. Or if you want to, if you don't have a partner or a friend to go to the gym, you can also do this with yourself. When you brush your teeth in the morning, finish off by sticking a tongue in the mirror and just making yourself laugh. When we were children, we would spend hours in front of a mirror making ugly, funny, goofy faces, right? So, and we forgot how to do that as adults. And it's something that actually affects your nervous system. There's science behind it, there's research behind it, which I'm not gonna state, I don't know too much of it, but I know for a fact that doing those things does rewire our nervous system and helps us relax. It helps us feel less depressed. So yes, I do recommend doing that. Now, 5 is something that I've done when I was very little. I loved creating art and drawing and making outfits for my dolls. So one of my tips, number 5, is to find something creative. Your outlet for creativity. It doesn't have to be just creating art. My boyfriend fixes cars. He loves to figure how things work for hours. He can be there for hours at the garage. You know, for some people, it's maybe playing with Photoshop on computer. For others, it's, I don't know, building something from scratch, knitting, right? Something creating with your hands or your brain, with your mind, right? I think it's very important to engage your creativity because that's where you really expand on, and you're not thinking logically, you're using the other part of your brain, which I think is underrated as adults. We are so straightforward, you know, paying the bills, being productive, being efficient, you know, working. And if we don't work, we do things for a reason, whether it's going to the gym or, I don't know, attending a party because we're obligated to go, or, you know, happy hour. What if we just do things because we want to do them? There's no explanation why, right? So I would challenge you to find a creative outlet for you to feed your soul with. And the last one, which is number 6, right? And I'm reading the notes just so you know. I have it on my Instagram. I have the post if you want to go through it as well. Is try something new. Try a new activity that, again, does not have anything to do with some type of a result that you produce, expectations from yourself. Do it just to do it. For me, I took dance classes before. I've taken skiing lessons, pottery lessons. It could be, you know, going climbing with a friend, maybe trying a new recipe in the kitchen, right? Something new that you have not done yet before. Maybe even trying a new role play in the bedroom. I think that's also a fun way to add playfulness to your adult life. Something unfamiliar, something that takes you outside of your comfort zone and helps you see a new side of yourself. I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, please hit me with a like. I invite you to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Mostly my content is about building authentic relationships with ourselves, building up confidence, and also developing a good relationship with our body image, a reflection that we see. So I see you on the next video.